G'day and welcome to another massive edition of the Ballarat Football Netball League Senior Footy Show, round 11, looking ahead to that. My name's Yeendy. I'm joined by Shane Anwyl. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Yes, always a pleasure, Yeendy.
And all thanks to our friends at McDonald's. We've got another cracker of a round coming up, mate.
We have, some great results last week, so we'll see what happens this week. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and in a must-win scenario, we've got Lake Windaree and Sunbury Lions. Now, based on form, mate, Sunbury Lions are going to win this. Lake Windaree are due for a loss. Yeah,
you would think so. Sunbury had a really tough game last week against East Point there. Lake Windaree, of course, had that terrific win over Bacchus Marsh. I don't think, unfortunately, though, they're going to bounce back, but we didn't pick them to beat Bacchus Marsh last week. So I'm going to go with Sunbury on this one. They had a good game last week, and Lake Windaree, despite the good win last week, I don't think they'll get over the line this week.
I know we've been talking to a few people. We've mentioned about Lake Windaree's up and down form. Probably it's heading on to maybe the last 7 weeks now. And you did say to them, you did say on the show last week that they were probably due for a win based on what we've said, the win-loss, and they got the job done. So on form, Sunbury Lions have to win if that keeps going. But how important is it here for Lake Windaree? They need to win this one just to get back-to-back wins.
Yeah, they do, back-to-back wins. But also, we've got 7 rounds left of the season. They're sitting just outside the top 6 at the moment. And it's going to come down to, I think, Sebastopol and Lake Windaree fighting out for that last position. Sebastopol are in there at the moment on percentage. They're doing very well there. So all of these games are important anyway, but they have extra significance trying to make sure that they can seal that position in the finals.
Yeah, definitely right there. Sunbury Lions both for us on that one. Geez, another important game. East Point and Darley.
Yeah, well, this is another preview to finals without any doubt. East Point, of course, had that narrow loss to Sunbury last week, whereas Darley had that narrow win over North City last week. So both of them coming off different results, obviously, from last week. I'm going to pick East Point to bounce back this week. They are playing at home. They like the Eastern Oval, obviously, and I think they'll get over the top of Darley, maybe 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you there. East Point, they've been in incredible form this year, haven't they? They've been great to watch, and I guess from a competition perspective, to see a team like them who missed last year to really challenge this year, it's fantastic.
Yep, no, they've been exciting.
And make sure you listen to the boys on 97.9 FM for that big call there. We've got Melton and North Ballarat City. Melton, basically, despite the fact the tightness of the competition, they're almost playing for their finals here.
Well, they are. They had that loss to Sebastopol, of course, last week. Melton did. North Ballarat City had a narrow loss to Darley, so they'll be looking to bounce back. I think they're going to be too strong, I think, just for Melton, even though it is down there at Melton. North City, I think, will travel down there and have a comfortable win, I think, in the end.
I'm going to disagree. I think Melton, they know what's at stake here, and they're going to have to throw the kitchen sink at this one because their form over the last month hasn't been to the standard that they've set earlier on. So if they can get a win here against a team that we know is an outstanding team in the competition, I think it'd be great for them. So I'm going to jump on their bandwagon and tip that they will win. Bacchus Marsh and Sebas. I know the Marsh. I actually feel sorry for Sebas because the Marsh would be smarting after the weekend's loss to Lake Windaree.
Yeah, most definitely. They'll be looking to bounce back and bounce back strongly. Sebastopol, certainly a good news story this year. They've been going on terrific, and I think everyone's excited to see them up and about. As we touched on earlier, they're sitting just inside the top 6 at the moment, so that says finals potentially, which would just be a fairy tale turnaround for the club and one that's well deserved. However, having said that, I think Bacchus Marsh, they're going to come back with a little bit of vengeance here, and they're going to be too strong for Sebastopol.
I think given that Sebas and Lake Windaree, they're almost on even pegging a bit this year, does that result from last week give hope to maybe a team like Sebas and even other teams in the bottom half of the 6 that they can actually beat Bacchus Marsh? Bacchus Marsh aren't invincible.
Oh, well, look, I'm sure they'll be taking a lot out of it and probably trying to have a look at the red onion vision from last week and go through and see if there's anything they can pick out. So, look, I think that's sort of picked everyone's ears up and thought, let's have a look and see what we can do here. Yeah,
just play good, hard, physical, contested footy. That's what it's all about. Another cracker of a match over here at Mars City Oval. Redan and Melton South. South got their first win of the season last last week. Can Redan back it up by doing the same this week?
I don't think so. Unfortunately for Redan, though, Melton South, they'll certainly be up and about after that. They're pretty confident, and they played really good football against Ballarat last week. I think 16 goals or something like that in the first half of football.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, that was a terrific effort. I think they're going to be too strong. Unfortunately for poor old Redan, I think their long season's going to continue on.
I think there'll be a chance here. I think they'll get their first win on the board. They've been good, but not good enough throughout the year. And depending on South, if they continue to ride that high from last week, then they'll be pretty hard to stop. But I think Redan, if they can dictate the game a little bit. So I don't know. I think we every week we're starting to see results. So you go, oh, okay. So that's what happened this week, and I reckon that could be the game this week.
All right.
I'm
we'll disagree on that.
Yeah, I think so. So just a reminder about the radio games this weekend. We've got East Point and Darley on 97.9 FM, and of course we've got Bacchus Marsh and Sebas, which will be on 98.5 FM. So great to have that coverage there. Great to have your company as always, Shano, and great to have the support there from Maccas, who have always been great to us this year.
Yeah, and looking forward to another good weekend of football.
Terrific. We'll catch you guys next week.